Hello guys and welcome to my 5th motovlog. Today's motovlog is going to be a little bit different. Normally, if you follow my videos, you know that every motovlog I make has a specific theme. Either hate or YouTube, either immigration, between other stuff. Well, today's motovlog is just to give you guys an update because I think you guys deserve an update from me. And why an update? Well, most of you, if you follow me, you probably noticed that I haven't posted in quite some time. My last video was a week and a half ago, and before that video I had not uploaded for another week. I usually try to get a video out every 3 to 4 days usually. Unfortunately, for the past month it's been really hard for me. As you probably know, I don't work for YouTube. I mean, I cannot live out of YouTube. So just like everyone else, I have a regular job. Thing is, I currently changed jobs, and at the same time I changed houses. So I moved to a different location, I moved to a different job, and everything adds up in the end. You know, everything together does not help. It took me quite a while to make all the movings, and then London is a bit of a tricky place for houses. So houses are quite expensive. Normally, if you're lucky, you can get a nice long contract. If you're not lucky, then you'll get a 1-year contract. In my case, previous house had a 1-year contract. After 1 year, they said, all right guys, you need to move. So when this happens, you get into a tricky situation because they give you a certain time to move out. And in our case, it was 2 months. They give you a certain time to move, but if you've tried to rent a house around London, it's normally the whole process takes some time. And so you always get into some stress because you get scared that you won't find a house on time. You won't find a house within those 2 months because obviously everyone has their own requirements for houses, and I have my own. Obviously I need to have a place for the Hornet, I need to have certain stuff. So this kind of postpones the whole renting process because, well, I don't just want to move somewhere, I want to move somewhere I like. So this is one of the things. So I ended up finding a house, this and that, but agencies here, they're money mongers, or I think that's the term, money mongers. So they basically want to do everything to get as much profit as they can. What happened with me for the second time with the same agency, I don't want to say names, but for the second time with this same agency, they messed up. First time I moved, we signed a contract with a certain moving date. Fair enough, okay, that's how it normally is. So obviously when you move house, you need to take care of some things. Bills, new addresses, changing addresses, booking up vans for the moving. You need to get your days off in a certain day so you can move on that day and kind of relax a bit, this and that. So first time I moved house, this agency messed it up. We signed the contract a week or two before, probably a week before. They said, well, there's a problem and you can't move at that time. So imagine this. I have random days off during the week. If I want a specific day off, I need to ask for it, which I did. And then they call me saying that I couldn't move in the house on that time. So we went through all the hassle of canceling vans that we had booked, moving my days off again, having to work extra hours because these guys messed up with the contract. So this was the first time I worked with this agency. I said, fair enough, mistakes happen, they took some money out of the total amount, okay, cool, we're good to go. Second time this this most recent time that I moved house, it happened to be with the same agency. It happened to be with the same agency. It doesn't need to be, but it happened to be. I liked the house. It was the same agency, whatever. You need to go through a reference process. So I've been in London for quite some time, and I've always had a steady job and this and that. So has my girlfriend. But suddenly, they put all kinds of problems for references. So we were previously renting a house from these guys. And now they're coming up with all sorts of problems for the references. Anywho, references apart, they managed to do it somehow. Anyway, they take our money, so they better do something about it. They managed to do it. We signed the contract. There was an agreement date to move in, and that was the 26th of June. Happy. We were about to move. 2 days prior, they called me again. And bear this in mind, guys. When I signed the contract for this house, I asked them specifically what date was the date that we could move in for sure, because there was people living in the house before us. And I told them for sure because I told them about the mess up previously, so I didn't want it to happen again. Well, guess what? 2 days before I moved into the house, 1 day before, they called me. Oh, we need to postpone your date. We need to postpone your moving date. We need to postpone your moving date to the 29th. I said, obviously, I was pretty mad. I was pretty mad on the phone because it was the second time these guys do the same thing. So I had to rebook a van. I had to... sorry guys, I'm missing the words here. I had to book my day off again, change it middle of the week, having to change a lot of the staff's rota and this and that, just to accommodate my day off. And alright, I told them this, fine. I did the changes that I need to do, obviously not being my fault. I got really upset with this whole situation. So on the 29th, on the 28th, 1 day before moving into the house, sorry, I'm going this way. 1 day before moving to the house, they call me again. And when they call me, it's not a good sign. But you know what's going to be a good sign? This. How much did I miss this? Whew. Anyway, so 24 hours before I moved into the house, I get another call telling me that they were not gonna be able to move me before the 30th of June. Well, I went a bit mental with this whole situation, guys. I had my whole house packed up, cleaned, this, that, and they tell me I cannot move again. This involves me having to rebook my day off for the second time and rebooking the van for the second time, which charged me a fee for rebooking with less than 24 hours notice. So I've been through a bit of stress these last couple of weeks due to these guys. And to add up to this whole situation, I also recently changed job. This new job has been quite demanding for me, hourly wise. Last week I've worked 65 hours. This week I'm again on about 64 to 66 hours. But, you know, it's the need of the business. I totally understand that, and I'm not the kind of guy that is afraid to work. But it is really hard to do this amount of hours with 1 day off. I had 1 day off. The last time I had 1 day off was 11 days ago. So you guys can only imagine how happy I am to actually have a day off and be able to come here, get my bike, ride, and explain to you guys everything. Because I feel, I do feel like I owe you guys an explanation to why I'm not uploading so regularly now. And honestly, Guys, I hope you understand. It was just a bit too much these last 2 weeks. Too much work, moving house, this and that. So you can only imagine how happy I am to do this right now and to be here kind of talking to you and explaining you how everything goes. And I'm so sorry if I'm getting this too long for you guys and you'll get bored, but I feel like I owe a little explanation about what is going on at the moment. Hopefully the next week is going to be a lot better. I've got less hours, I've got 2 days off, so I will have more time. I will have more time to ride around London and do my own rides and to get those videos out. I'm also gonna go on holidays very soon, but hopefully I will try to rent a bike in Portugal to get you guys some nice videos of the area, and I might do a couple of trips when I'm in Portugal. I'm not quite sure what bike I'm getting, but I might get a kind of a tourer. Whoops, not in a good place for me to be. I might get a kind of a tourer, not high cc, not highly powered bike, just to go for some chilled out rides. Anyway guys, sorry for making this so long, and sorry if I'm being a bit dull. I'm now gonna be changing the setup on the bike, the sound setup, the cameras, and I'm gonna go right around London and get you guys some clips from the Only in London series. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. I know these are not the favorite type of video of the people around here, and a lot of people say motovlogging is dead. Well guys, it is what it is. For the ones who enjoy it, thank you. For the ones who don't enjoy it, I'm so very sorry guys. Maybe you enjoy my other videos a bit more. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog.
Whoa, I don't care about what they say. I'ma do me, want you niggas do that.